Hey guys, what's going on? I know it's been a while. Sorry for taking so long. Without getting into everything, just brief description. I've just had a bunch of crazy things happen. But back on the scene, ready to do more videos, and I promised I will be consistent and ready to roll from now on. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be good. So, since it's been a crazy year and we could all use a quick laugh and a lesson all together and just weird stuff and weird times, I made this video. Now, this is a story I haven't talked about in a while. This is a very true story. Okay, believe it, don't want to believe it, it's all good, but I was there and this is what happened. So, this is a subject that a lot of people don't talk about. When you think of a predator, you think of a big guy chasing a girl, kind of like Bridget Nielsen was getting chased in the movie Cobra, um, with the guys coming out with the knives and everything. That's what we tend to think. Or unfortunately, when they're bothering children or something like that, that's the other image we get. But what I'm here to talk about today, um, is the image we don't think of. And really, a lot of people don't think of. Let's get to that, guys. So, how many of you would think of a senior citizen as a predator? That's a thing that we don't really think of. We all know that that may be a possibility, but we tend to not let our minds go to that place. It's like, oh, this senior citizen, but they exist. And one such case happened to me when I was about 19, 20 years old. I was at a Spartan final in California. And when I was there was an older gentleman in front of me. Um, and he was having some difficulty putting his groceries in his basket. So, me, not thinking at all about anything, I mean, who would? I go and I put the man's groceries in his basket. I smile at him and I say to have a nice day. And, I pay for my stuff and I go on about it. Now, as I leave, um, was it when I leave? I think that's when I got to my car. I hear somebody go, "Hey, hey, hey," like that. Kind of like Bernie Mac in Life when he was like, "Hey, hey, hey." It was like that, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I go see, what this guy's talking about. Actually, he comes over to the car, my car. So he walks over. Sorry, it's been a while. So he walks over to the car, and he's standing there, and he starts talking to me, and he's like, "Yeah, so why are we smiling at me?" And I'm like, "Cause you're an older guy, and I was just being respectful, and I helped you put your groceries in the cart, cause respect your elders, being polite, treat every man as you want to treat yourself, kind of thing. Nothing weird, nothing strange, just trying to do something nice for somebody." And he's looking at me like it was kind of odd. And so I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm sorry, I just try to be polite. And he's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I work down at this I think it was like a government building or something. He worked there. He's like, "Oh yeah, I work over at the government building," or something like that. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And he's all, "Hey, hey, would you like to see me sometime?" And I had to stand there and go, "What is this guy talking about? Would I'd like to see him sometime?" I don't know what that means at all. I'm like, what? I don't know. And he's like, well, would you like to see me sometime? Would you like to see me sometime? And he's just like really getting into it. Like he just want me to say yes. And I'm going, I don't know what this is about, right? And I tell him, like, look, I don't know what you want from me, dude, but I don't know about seeing you sometime. And he just keeps saying that until I say yes. And I'll explain yes. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. And he's just like, okay, yeah, yeah, I'll show you some things. Yeah, um, yeah, come see me. I'll do some things. And I'm like looking at him like, what? Now, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, that guy was a straight up weird homosexual predator. Okay? No disrespect to anybody, but that's what he was. And what he was trying to do, because I was young and naive and just trying to help people out, not even naive. I mean, who wouldn't help a senior citizen out and not think anything about it, right? So he's trying to, be all creepy and, predatory over there. And once I picked up on it, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Drew, why didn't you just, handle it like this? Because, guys, he's a senior citizen. Okay? I'm not going to beat up a senior citizen. Number one, the big thing is, if I hit him, right, there's a good chance he could die. I'm not going to jail, okay, for a senior citizen guy all in all, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. So I quickly agreed with him and just said, yeah, I'll come by and see you, so he'd leave me alone. And that's what he did. He confirmed it, smiled, and said his creepy stuff and went on about his day, I guess. It stopped. I wasn't being cornered by this guy anymore, but if he touched me, in some sort of weird way, like, oh yeah, I definitely would have taken his arm off for sure, without hesitation. But if I can get around it, um, absolutely, I would have stopped. I don't even know what to say, guys. Like, it was such a weird situation, and I had never encountered anything like that. So again, I asked the question, can senior citizens be predators? And I answer yes. So when you guys are out there at the store, guy, girl, doesn't matter. You're out there, hey, beware of the predators, man. Beware of the unexpected predators, because you never know. That senior citizen, that nice grandma, that nice grandpa looking guy, lady that you help out with groceries one day, that you smile at and just respectful, hey, how you doing? You know, they may flip it into a weird situation. The next thing you know, you're getting followed by some, odd senior citizen that's trying to pick up on you and have a way with you, and that's freaking weird. I didn't even know what to say, and for this guy to walk up to me like that with full confidence and strangeness and not think anything about it, I'm like, are you out of your mind? Like, dude, you're old, like, you walk up weird to somebody like that, like, you're easy, you know, unless you're packing some heat, like somebody's gonna freaking knock you out. If you don't knock that off and possibly end your life because you're so old and you might be frail, you might not be able to withstand the power of the impact of somebody punching you. So, word to the wise, just be careful out there. And if you encounter some weird people like that, hey, sometimes agreeing with an adversary is the best way to get out of a situation. And the best way for you not to be known as the guy that murdered a senior citizen because you hit him and his body couldn't take it, or the other side, you beat up a senior citizen because he touched you and everybody's making fun of you, well, you know what? You got to protect yourself. You got to hang in there the best you can. It's strange, it's odd, weird and odd things happen sometimes, and all you could do is conduct yourself in the best way. And honestly, that's all I did. And just be careful out there, guys. But this is not a deep video. This is not a whatever. This is more of a ridiculous, strange video. I just wanted to share with you guys as I'm coming back here on YouTube. All right. Be safe out there. Beware of the senior citizens. And have a good week. And I'm getting ready to do the second video here in a little bit. All right. Be cool, guys. Drew Danger out.